Some things you just got to see with your own eyes to believe the gaping hole in that engine. Unbelievable. Do you think we could put it in the side-by-side, Brody? The hole should not be in the side of the engine like that. Well, for those of you that don't know what happened, we were harvesting yesterday afternoon, and Brody was running it, and the whole machine just shut down. And walked around the back. Oil was dumped all over the back of the machine, and it was, well, a very disappointing day. So that's what this is all about. And Amy, why don't you come out here and film this? It is so exciting to be out here all by myself to talk to you guys and explain maybe better than what I was able to yesterday because, well, yeah. But here we are again. They actually did find a motor that they're going to be out here shortly, and they're going to bring 2 mechanics, and they're going to just lift the new motor in like they took the old motor out, and we might have this machine back in the field actually moving by Monday. I think they're gonna, it's Saturday morning now, I think they're gonna work the weekend to get this thing back going. And if any of you guys want to see an engine compartment of a combine that has no engine, well, here's what it looks like. And never mind all of the miscellaneous rags that I finally got to use my rags that I've been hoarding in the old shop. So what do you think? I was teasing the guys yesterday that we should maybe put convert it over to the battery powered ones. You know, that way we can be the same color as the machine. But I don't think that's going to work too well. So there you got it. That's what it looks like. one combine without an engine. We do not know what happened other than catastrophic failure to the engine. It looks like I'm gonna, how is back down? How is back down? It looks like one of the, I'm gonna call it, you motor guys are gonna really laugh at me, but the connecting rod from the piston has left the chat. That is supposed to be, there's supposed to be an arm attached from here to the piston, and that is gone. It is just, yeah. It is not unheard of, I guess, also. This is the 13.5 liter engine. They have had some issues with them. And we just got lucky enough to get the machine that has the bad motor or whatever. Why is tire off? Well, they had to park their service truck in here nice and tight to make sure they could hoist out the motor. So that is why the tire is off of the machine. Some things you just got to see it with your own eyes to believe it, but oh yeah, 360 hours on that engine, for those of you that want to know that. And I should say we have had many combines in our day, back in the 80s, 90s, more or less 90s, that we had almost 7,000 hours on them and never ever had engine trouble. But for some reason, I just hate to go here, but the quality of the stuff nowadays is, I don't know. I don't know if it's poor steel, poor design, but it ain't like it used to be. And I am really, you can about imagine how disappointed I am, or we all are, when you pay that kind of money for stuff and it can't make it 360 hours. If I only knew, which I think it's a across the board problem, so it don't matter what color. I think it's, country's heading the wrong direction. It ain't like it used to be. Amy, you better take over now, because when I think of stuff like this, I get a little throated up, get a little upset. I better stop talking.
For the segue. And by the way, you're very good at running the camera, and everyone here should comment below and give a thumbs up that Doug is doing a fine job videotaping without me around. He does it for Chet's channel and it works out fine. We're able to airdrop it onto my camera, so it works out good. The footage that I shared just a bit ago is, happened about 3 weeks ago. Since then, we kind of wanted to wait for when Larson Farms, Chet's channel, would put it out about the big explosion in the engine, and let him tell it first before we do, because sometimes we spoil some of the stuff because we don't take nearly the amount of footage that he does, nearly the amount of hours of it, and so his editors have so much more work to do to get that all out and done. So anyway, that is Doug's take on the engine. I'm glad he just calmed down a bit, had some time to himself to kind of absorb it, breathe, and share with you some of the details. So all right, so anyway, I'm filming from home because I had a procedure done this week. Working up to this, as you have followed along, one of our trips to go look at vehicles, at first we went to a consultation to talk about what's going on in my neck. And so I have been doing a series of appointments for many weeks. And So the culmination of those appointments happened on Monday. And so I am kind of still wore out from that. It's Thursday today, so I thought I could do a lot more things today than I have been able to do. But I am able to do laundry now. I do dishes, but then it's best if I rest. So I want to tell you in detail about the procedure, but this is the third take I've taken on this because for some reason our videos are not exporting and wanting to upload to YouTube because I maybe had too much footage. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to keep this short and sweet, and I will share more as the weeks come on this whole process. And I probably shouldn't be holding the camera up in the air, but so I'm going to switch arms often. So I started out, let me just say where I went and the process of it and the thinking behind it. So where I've been going is called Rejuve Medical, and the doctor there is the mindset is regenerative medicine versus surgical repair. So he helps people with athletic injuries, arthritis, pain, and his goal is to help without having to do surgery. And so that is, of course, is an option probably for me with the, I can't remember the name of what I've got going on part of my neck. But let's try this first. It's less invasive and it's able to be done in an office, and so that's the route that we decided to go. And so I'm excited about that. I'm glad for that. The process has been pretty basic, but I would just say that if people get kind of queasy about things, they maybe should, stop watching, because I'm going to tell a little bit of the details, and it has to do with some things that might make you queasy. I have a friend that gets very queasy about any little detail about medical procedures. So that's your warning. So anyway, maybe within 4 weeks, I had 3 different nerve blocks, and those were just the solution to try to settle down the nerves in my upper back of my head, my upper neck, or I should say my neck, shoulders, and things. And so I had 3 separate sets of those, and those were about 30 injections each, so each time. Those I was able to breathe through, it was fine, but this one was a little bit more intense. The process is I had my girlfriend go with me because I was not able to drive, especially after taking the drugs to help with the pain and to relax me. But anyway, you go in like at 12:30 was my appointment to draw blood. And they drew a fair amount of blood, and then they take that and they spin it in between 12:30 and 3:30 were my appointments. Spin it and separate out the plasma. So it's PRP is the procedure I had, plasma-rich platelets. And so they take that solution and put it into other vials so that they can inject it into these areas of degeneration. And the goal is to get your body to go, yay, we've got all this stuff. We're going to do all this healing now. We're going to rush blood to that area, and we're going to help fix it, and we're going to heal it. And so inflammation happens. And so the first day you can use ice to help with the pain. And after that, I have been on heating pad duty, relaxing back in the recliner. So that's what I've been doing pretty much since Monday. The pain has decreased immensely. I'm doing much better. I think I'm still recovering from the different medications and things, and then just doing some simple PT exercises, physical therapy exercises at home, and I will continue appointments next week and following. So I will keep you updated on the process of that, and the goal is to get stronger and to have more stability and less pain. So stay tuned to find out how that all works out. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a support. And from what I learned this week is it's okay to ask for prayer, because I did, and I've had a peace over me that I didn't think I'd be able to have for this process. So be encouraged. We appreciate that you're here, and we will be in touch. Hopefully I can get in a combine for our next video.